pasa, gente? Buenos días por la mañana. Seguir con nuestra aventura. El bus triput necesita entrar
Do you remember
en
where
la
we were?
tripulación. ¿No?
Let's just get to the story.
Ah, me puedo hacer un resumen, ¿no? De lo que ha pasado. Muy bien, muy bien.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Pero por esta puerta debería salir por esta, ¿no? Ya no furula eso. Nada, sigamos. Mientras tanto, en el barco de LeChuck.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are
Perfecto.
almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint,
Monkey
and
blood?
an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Suerte, afortunado.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea?
Qué malote
Shouldn't they be
LeChuck.
out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Hola, señora. ¿Qué hace aquí?
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
La vieja del visillo.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
In the door, close the window.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Oh,
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
gracias por los buenos momentos, pero ganar dinero habría estado mejor, ¿eh? Buena frase. De acuerdo, ¿eh? Aquí había unos piratas con unas ratas.
It
Creo.
seems to be stuck closed.
Recuerdos.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Pobrecitos vidrios. Ya ve.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan!
Otis y
Otis, old
Stan.
pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow.
Qué grande están, vendedor de barcos.
How nice of you to notice. What did they get you for this
A
time?
ver, ¿qué has hecho?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance
eso
being
dicen todos.
that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds
Sí,
like an
un poquito.
unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Tienes razón, ¿eh? Tienes toda la razón, mi amigo Otis.
I assume you'll be here when I get back?
Don't tease me, Guybrush.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here! It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number
Noche
3
de
priority.
natillas.
Thanks.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
No tengo una lupa, ¿no?
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Genial. Con esto seguramente el cerrajero nos puede ayudar.
It says jail rules.
Normas de la
1,
cárcel.
no escaping.
Importante. Prohibido fugarse.
Hey, Stan.
Hola,
Hello
Stan.
there, son.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away.
Pone
My
nervioso
hands
este
are
hombre, ¿eh?
tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way
Sé de
I
qué
do.
abogados me hablas.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people
Sorpréndeme.
that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud.
Estimado
It's all
agente.
just marketing, son. As
Stan.
natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real
Jefa
word?
moral.
More or less, it's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Obvio.
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Qué grandes están.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Ok.
See you later.
Yep.
No hay nada por aquí,
You
¿no?
look like you're having a good time. That
Welcome to my shop.
Hello.
Este es nuevo.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Vale.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Pesado con la familia.
What's this lock?
That's for hats. And please don't touch the glass.
Tío más repelente.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please don't touch the glass.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Yeah, crackers.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
These are nice.
Thanks.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Lock Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask,
Cerrajera.
yes they did. Yes it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial
Es un
number.
It's
poco.
a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Vamos a decir algún entierro, alguien que. Algún objeto que necesito algo.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Rarete, ¿no?
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system.
No vamos a darle más
and I don't like
pistas.
it disrupted.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea. Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after
Golden
some
Keys.
actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Ya estamos. Vámonos. Había ahí una tarjeta de Trivial.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Vámonos.
Hey, Guybrush!
Acá hay Bruce.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll
Ya
make it
mismo.
my number 3 priority. Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
They say the only real prison is the one in your...
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Si deberían de
Any
tener
writing that was
todas.
once here has been rubbed away.
Vaya, Timo. Otis, aquí te quedas.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Pip, 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 pip. Por aquí se llegaba a la mansión, ¿no? No, al interior de la isla no.
Carla.
¿Jo?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Pelea de insultos, ¿eh? ¡Ojo!
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Peleas como una vaca.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is. But there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest.
Oh.
Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Pues vaya.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Qué divertido, ¿no? Mira. Se mueve el barquito. Hola.
does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. It's thicker than I would have imagined. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that.
Joder, cada conversación se van a liar a espadazos.
I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
¿En serio?
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Gobierno nación, ¿eh?
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Esto va a ser clave. Es como el pollo. El muñeco de pollo que teníamos.
It's a lot of work being governor. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
O sea, la gobernadora no me va a ayudar, ¿no? No va a dar ni un librito.
Edgy.
Pero...
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
No entiendo esto.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Ahora vámonos. Oh. Vamos al bosque a ver qué hay.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Pues no tengo mapa, así que vamos a darnos la vuelta. Balbucea.
Things are not what they seem.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced
Que
to
sí,
close.
la nota ya lo sé,
Thanks for
pero...
the memories, but cash would have been better.
Y luego si la cerradura tiene número de serie. Tampoco. Ese truco ya no va a funcar, ¿eh?
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue.
Vale, aquí debería de conseguir la fregona.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
Esto no es una tarjeta de Trivial.
Yo ho!
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Qué poco piratesco.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Ha! It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
Yo ho!
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different
Sí,
from
ha
what I
cambiado.
remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Piérdete.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Sí que ha bebido, Grog, ¿eh?
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Dilo.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Pip, pip, pip. Qué majete cop, ¿eh?
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Aquí hay una fregona.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side,
Tienen
they have more
atemorizada a la
disposable
población.
income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for
Tiene mala pinta, esa fregona.
civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must
Se ha venido
find
arriba,
a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
Es algo
That
personal.
is something
Ah,
you
ya lo
must
sabía.
discover
Tengo que
for
descubrirlo yo, ¿no?
yourself.
Vale.
What about the head of the mop?
Pelo.
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And you have a packet of stick-on stars. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Los locales.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Active little guys, aren't they?
Tengo nada para coger los gusanos.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. I've got a few coins for incidentals. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. Looks like a mugshot.
Mi amiga la gaviota, ¿eh?
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Han hecho un monumento. Bordel.
It's hopeless. It's hopeless.
Vale, pues obviamente voy a tener que ir al bosque, pero necesito un mapa. Vale, esto es lo del barco.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness. Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
Nah, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. Wow, it's worse than I imagined.
Desolado. Pobre Stan.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Le han embargado.
It says Tan's previously owned
Le
vessels.
han quitado todo.
So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Pobre Stan.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It says Tan's previously owned vessels. I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
No lo puedo coger.
There was a
El
time when
cubito.
every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's good for relieving stress. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
Que era lo que me había pedido.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Que era lo que me había pedido Stan. Me ha pedido algo. Los astilleros.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Las llaves son dadas.
Hey, kid.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep. Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straits.
Vale, y el de los mapas... Estaba aquí, ¿no? Amigo Wally.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Bye.
Pip, 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 pip.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind.
Mapa polar, que mapa
This map
tan
shows
elaborado.
both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Me perderé si entro en el bosque sin mapa.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
Mira, esto me sirve para la fregona.
I'll
¿Ves?
take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
Eso me sirve para la fregona. Ahora ya solo necesito el palo.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working
Interesante.
again.
Got it. Thanks. Tell me again about Laney and the eye patch.
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No,
Never mind.
I never do.
Pues nada. Bonita cesta.
An empty basket. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said,
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Pip, 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 pip. Vamos, Guybrush. Vamos al bosque. A ver qué nos pasa. Espero que no te pierdas sin mapa.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6.
Que es donde tengo que conseguir el parche.
They're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of
Madre
Pirate
mía,
Lore.
vaya pintas.
I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting.
Es mía.
That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. There's some very tiny writing on it. The display case is locked. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Vale, pues vamos a apuntar otra vez.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Pequeños.
If 1 monocle is good,
Vale.
2 is better. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Lo tenemos.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
Chorizos.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Oh.
Thanks a lot. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here.
Ni tú, qué
on
grande,
Melee.
chaval. Tenía los 2 garfios, ¿eh? No tenía manos.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Era el ataúd con el que se llegaba a la señora del vudú. Qué recuerdos, ¿eh?
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Facts. Eso no son facts.
What's this
Son
melted lump of metal?
infacts.
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid.
Con
It was
rojo.
found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Pobre Guy Bruce. Toda su vida sin reconocimiento.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Becarios, ¿no?
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
¿Algo más por aquí?
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. This is the one for the museum display case.
Pues vámonos.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
¿Te lo pusieron por
Oh,
ti?
that's excellent! Super retro.
No se
If you
cree
need
que
a
soy
place
yo,
to
¿eh?
display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I'd see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Pues nada, vamos a por la llave.
Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Bye.
¿Qué he hecho? Si este es el de los mapas, no el de las llaves. ¿A poco que Spawn? Por favor.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya.
Guy Bruce, no señor Brush.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah.
Gracias a
Stamps.
Dios. A ver este libro. Esto
Welcome back.
Hiya.
está brillando, ¿no?
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
It doesn't seem interested. Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Pip, 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 pip.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good.
Es la alarma.
Everything's neat. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Me cachis el loro. Ahora voy a tener que entrar por la ventana, ¿no? No.
Museum of Pirate Lore.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten.
Vamos a tener que drogar al loro, ¿eh?
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It doesn't seem interested. It doesn't seem interested.
Porque si lo intento abrir...
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Tell me again about the map?
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop.
What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Necesito algo para que el loro se ponga malo o algo.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Gotcha, you pointy little trichiophyte.
Qué bueno
This
soy,
is a
¿eh?
plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up. Purple flowers. These must be lavender, or monkshood, or cyclamen.
Puedo coger una muestra también.
I'll treat myself to a purple flower. I hope I don't get tossed in jail for this. It looks pretty and smells wonderful.
Siente, ¿eh?
Ah,
Quieto.
not a chance. I can't stand mushrooms. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its
Puedo
tasteful
coger otra.
coloration, slight wiggle, and low. One's my limit. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Mapa, estoy perdido. Pip, 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 pip.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Nadie trabaja en equipo, todos quieren su premio.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Hey, Wally. Bye. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
¿Dónde puedo conseguir un mapa del bosque?
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Pues vámonos.
How much for the safe?
It is not.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price.
Más grafitis, ¿eh?
It doesn't look finished. Hi.
Are you my waiter?
I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Vaya calzonazos eres, Guybrush.
You look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Vaya.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Vale. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
A ver. Nada, vamos a la mansión.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
No. 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 Al final de la plancha. Ingredientes de Barbie y Flay.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
¿Le doy una flor?
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Pero no puedes hablar normal con ella sin...
I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Es este
Can I borrow
libro.
a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
¿Tengo algún libro?
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. It's a lot of work being governor. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Vamos a atascadetes, ¿eh?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. It's thicker than I would have imagined. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Es que es este.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Supongo que le tengo que devolver un libro. ¿Dónde puedo
I'm
conseguir
hearing
un
the
libro?
words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten.
What's a 6-letter word for pirate?
Pirate. Do you get a lot of people in here?
This is the off-season. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Maldito loro, ¿eh?
Hi again. You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks. Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Hey, watch it!
¿Por qué han tirado esto aquí?
I'm not going to touch it. Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. Not very practical. Never mind.
I never do.
Necesito un mapa que Wally no me hace caso. Por aquí espía a los vecinos.
Snazzy sign. Wally's done well for himself. Hey, Wally. Bye.
Una astilla. ¿Y si corto una astilla del palo de...? No creo, ¿no? Vamos a probar.
Stay away from my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Astilla.
How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Botes de remo astillados.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Okay, thanks. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
Stay away from my mop.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Astilla.
Stay away from that picture.
No.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Me podrá ayudar Stan, porque ya es el único que me queda.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
Dar una llave dorada, pero no poseerla.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Atascada.
That never ends well for the knife. Employees only.
Hey, kid! Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow. Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Most of this serial number has been rubbed off. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep. Hot diggity, what a day, huh?
Welcome back.
Hiya. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Este libro es el que le tengo que devolver, ¿no? Para pillar el otro.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Hello again. What's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
These are nice.
Thanks.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out. And please, don't touch the glass. It's pretty well made, if I say so myself. It's some of my most recent work.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Es una rana del perdón.
Looks sort of like an eye. This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Interesante, ¿no? Querida
Dear
Carla.
Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Está vacilando, ¿eh? A ver si furula. ¡Ey!
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
Maldita sea.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
¿Funcionará ahora?
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
A ver, me ha dicho que lo único que ha acertado ha sido su nombre.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Fanática en la contundencia.
I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
Oh.
Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
¿Qué es eso que saca? ¿Cómo puedo saber cosas de la gobernadora? O esa base de probar, a lo mejor esa base de probar, ya está.
Hey, kid. Music just makes you want to tap your feet, doesn't it?
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
It says jail rules. 1. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Por cierto, ¿y dónde ha ido Otis a todo esto? Yo le he sacado de la cárcel, pero ¿dónde está? A ver si le puedo preguntar.
Tell me again about Laney and the eye patch.
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000
Trata de las
faces.
1000 caras.
It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
No sé qué hacer, ¿eh? que haber pistas en algún lado, pero... ¿Cuántas combinaciones puede haber? Total, habrá unas 20 o así, ¿no? Si no, también podemos probar. No, habrá más de 20, creo.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Portobello.
Esta es ella, ¿no?
Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Portobello.
¿Sabes? En Portobello.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Es tenaz con la tenacidad, eso me
Re-elect
sirve,
Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Es tenaz con la tenacidad.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Tenaz con la tenacidad. ¿Alguna otra pista?
Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. I used to love these when I was 6.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Tell me again about the wanted poster.
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize.
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
¿Habrá aquí algún cartel o algo de la...? No. Es tenaz con la tenacidad, es lo único que tengo. Y eso de Santa Catalina o no sé qué ponía, pero no... No sé muy bien. No hay ningún cartel ni nada.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Mucho trabajo.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness.
Santa
As shown by
Catalina.
your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Venga ya.
Dear Carla.
Carla.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. Even though it wasn't really my fault. This is for you.
Dear Carla, not really your fault? This isn't an apology. It's an excuse. I reject your frog.
I got you.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Húngara.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dita sea.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
Ya solo me queda esto, me das un
You
miedo
scare the
terrible.
heck out of me. This is for you.
O me la
Dear
rechace,
Carla,
algo
this
está
is a
mal.
nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, ugh, it looks like you tried to include personal details, but then you got them wrong. You don't know me at all. I reject your frog.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
Estás desocupado.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Querida
Dear
Carla. Siento haber perdido
Sorry
el
for
libro
losing
que
the
me
book I
perdí.
borrowed.
Sé que escenas
I
con la
realize that you
tenacidad,
are
porque eso
tough
lo he
on
leído.
toughness.
Como demostraste en
As
Santa
shown by
Catalina.
your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
Esto no sirve, esto tampoco, y esto que no sé.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Pero no dice por qué. Dice, hasta parece que sabes algo de mí.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Pues nada, gente. Nos hemos quedado atascadetes. Vamos a dejar aquí el capítulo de hoy. Vamos a estar recapacitando. Y a ver qué hemos hecho mal. Algo tenemos que haber hecho mal. No sé qué es. Pero algo falla. Así que adiós. Like si te ha gustado y suscríbete. Adiós, adiós.